125, 115. The Memphis Grizzlies fall tonight to the Denver Nuggets. Welcome to the Double Post, everybody. John Roser, Bennett Doyle, Jessica Benson will be here in just a minute. Grizzlies fall 125, 115. As I said, the Grizzlies now 6-12. The Nuggets now 13-4. I thought a valiant effort overall by the Grizzlies. If you want to get in touch with the show, Grind City Media on YouTube, youtube.com/Grind City Media. You can find the Double Post. We're live. You can join the show chat there. Just make sure you like and subscribe and smash them both. Like, punch them in the face. Punch the like button. Punch the subscribe button. Punch them in the face. You can listen to us on your radio, 92.9 FM ESPN. You can call the show, 901-445-0929, 901-445-0929. All in all, look, you lost to the Denver Nuggets. They're a team that has championship aspirations. That's a team that, you can say, had a wild weekend. They win a game at the Houston Rockets, and they lose the next night to the Sacramento Kings, a team the Grizzlies beat by over 40. And then they come in here and they beat you tonight. But all in all, I thought the Grizzlies played a pretty good basketball game. You lose Zach Edey after 5 minutes. And you lost to a really good team. Bennett.
Yeah, I completely agree. The Edey loss was obviously huge. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly it happened with the head injury.
Nobody. This is the same thing as Saturday night, the Jock Landale neck injury. He went out, and I got texts from people that work here, and were like, "What happened?" I think we were all in a group text talking about what happened to Jock. I asked Eric Hasselon. He's like, "I don't know what happened to Jock. Let me ask somebody who's closer to the action, who's down closer, that could see." And they said, "I have no idea when it happened."
Yeah, because I noticed he wasn't on the bench, and then pretty quick after the report came out that he was doubtful with the head injury. So that was a big loss. I mean, he clearly, early on, when they were, when it was tight, he appeared that he was going to be able to be a force like he has been since his return. So that was a big loss for them. I agree with you. I thought it was a valiant effort. Jokic just...
He had two play. I mean, he is one of these, he had two plays that were just... I'll never forget either one of those.
Every time I've ever watched him play in person, like here at our building, you tip off and you're like... And he eases into it a little bit sometimes, like he did tonight. And you're like even tonight you're watching and you're like, there's no way he's gonna cook us. And just he gets in a rhythm. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 16 assists. It is the most calm, easygoing triple-double you will ever see.
He is not moving fast,
right?
But you do not make him move fast. You cannot. A lot of guys, it's their game's a little slow, but you got to speed them up. You got to get into them and make them play fast.
Yeah,
there's no doing that with him
at all. My bad, Jimmy. Go ahead.
No, it's like a cerebral experience for him and nobody else because it's just miserable to watch happen. But the two plays you're talking about, the one is the logo 3 at the end of the third quarter.
You're never going to...
over that. And then I was down getting ready for my postgame duties, so I was baseline for that wraparound pass. And it was in succession. Everybody's jaw dropped at the same time. The fact that man makes that pass is insane. And he had other beautiful passes.
Of course. He had a...
It was just, woo! It is the Jokic effect. It comes to a point, going off of what you said, you lost to the Denver Nuggets, who have championship aspirations, and you got them in such a bad spot, too, coming off of that Kings loss, and Jokic calling out the team, not in a negative way, but just in his realistic look at them not being that good right now at 12-4. And when your star says something like that in a post-game press conference, everybody levels up. And so the Grizzlies caught him in a tough time.
They did. They caught him in a tough time. 901-445-0929, 901-445-0929. Miss Betty.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Miss Betty.
You know what? You have said it all. Our team played very well tonight. I have no complaints. Well, it's not a complaint. It's just an observation, is that they really wanted to get back into the game, and they start, shooting too many threes instead of going inside. But I have no other observation other than that they played very well. And Joker is who he is. He looks like a slow-moving movie, and then all of a sudden he just pops out there. It's just unbelievable. It was a very good game. It was a tight game, and I think our team should not hang their heads. They played very, very well, very, very well tonight, and I'm very pleased with what I saw. And maybe they're pulling it all together, and I'm hoping that they will. Still got a long season to go, and so I'm very optimistic that we'll get better and better. And I want every one of you to have a great Thanksgiving. I'm going out of town to see my family tomorrow, and so you all have a great Thanksgiving and enjoy yourselves with your family and friends.
All right, thank you, Miss Betty. You have a happy Thanksgiving,
we saw you dancing queen, Miss Betty, on the Jumbotron tonight. She was killing it.
That's right. Yes, she was.
Slaying it.
Mm-hmm. She mentioned the three-point shooting. And the Grizzlies were 16 of 47. Most of them actually came. They actually shot well in the second half. It was the first half that they just couldn't hit anything. I think it was
they were 3 of 11.
Yeah,
3 of 11 in the first quarter. Yeah, 8 of 24 in the first half.
Yeah, there was a point in the second quarter where they missed 5 wide open 3-pointers in a row. Yeah. So that doesn't really tell the whole story. That's 16 of 47. I thought they shot way better in the second half. But man, yeah, just Jokic and Murray just really took over that game down the stretch, and it was just hard finding an answer.
And Peyton Watson wide open in the corner.
I mean, Peyton Watson. I looked at Chris Vernon next to me, and I was like, I feel like they have run this play or some kind of variation of a play that ends up with Peyton Watson wide open in the corner for a 3, and he hit. How many he hit on the night? Peyton Watson, 5 of them, and I swear I think 4 of them were like in a row. It felt like 3 or 4 of them all came in a row, like back to back.
That corner in front of the Grizzlies bench. Yep, sure was.
And then he hit one from the opposite corner too, from the other side, like right after that. No, look, their 2 stars set the tone when you look at this. The first quarter, Jamal Murray came out and Murray starts knocking down shots everywhere, 10 points in the first quarter. And then you get to the fourth quarter, and we have cut it to 108-103. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left, and there's a timeout. They come out of the timeout, and Jaren doesn't check back in the game, by the way. Jokic, it's a Murray-Jokic pick and roll variation of whatever. Jokic 3. Next possession, I think the Grizzlies might have scored after that. But next possession, they come and do the same thing, ends in a Murray 3. Next possession, they come and do the same thing, it ends in a Murray 3. I mean, that's 3 straight possessions. It was Jokic Murray doing their thing, and it results in one of them getting a 3-pointer. And those dudes, I remember when the Grizzlies used to do this with Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. They just pick and roll you to death with those two in the final couple minutes of a game. Well, Murray and Jokic is like that on steroids. Like, that's what those guys are. They're so efficient. They're so connected that they're freaking awesome. They're awesome. 901-445-0929. Mo.
Yeah, hey, guys.
Welcome to Mo's.
Welcome to Mo's.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Listen, I'm a longtime season ticket holder, and also have watched quite a bit of European basketball. And everybody in my section, where we're longtime ticket holders, don't understand why our bigs and none of our guys ever attack the basket enough. They get these mismatches, and they end up throwing it back out for the threes. And we don't seem to have any plays that run towards the basket, where every other team we play are always cutting to the basket.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe some of it may depend on the team. Like, I mean, the other night against Dallas, they took a ton of shots at the paint.
Yeah.
Like, they got to the paint a bunch the other night against Dallas. I think you're dealing with a really, really big team and a really, really talented big team. Like, they bring Jokic, and then they bring Valanciunas off the bench, and, like, even like Cam Johnson's like their 2 guard. He's like 6'9", 6'10", like he's huge. They just got a lot of size, and so I think that some of that dictates it too.
And I thought Jock did a good job getting to the basket tonight. He took 6 threes and made 3 of them.
Wasted
but
the Jock
10 of 18.
Landale game.
Wasted the
Look, Jock's
26-point, 10-rebound, double-double Jock Landale game.
And he had 21 in the last home game too.
Yeah,
Jock's playing well.
He is.
Jock's playing really well right now. Yeah, Mo, I appreciate the call, and I hear you on that. I think it's just a matter of, I think also not having Edey, it looks a lot different. You're not going to the basket enough. You see Jock Landale right there. That was a dish that he took that he got a drive on. Here's another. That was a stretch right there.
Yeah.
That was a stretch from Jaren right there. That was really good. Thank you for the call, Mo. I appreciate it.
Was that stretch when Jokic first went to the bench? I thought they really ran Jaren well early in that. They ended up losing the Jokic list minutes in that first bit, but Jaren had a couple nice takes to the basket.
Yeah.
And I understand wanting more from your bigs because I think the glaring stat is Jaren and Santi combining 1 of 13 from 3 tonight. Yeah. They were good for the most part. They were good looks.
Yeah.
They just didn't go in.
No, I mean, and look, I thought yeah, and Santi's been on kind of a heater lately. So I mean, you're gonna have an off night. But I think, for as critical as I've been to Santi, I thought his all around game tonight, 6 assists, couple blocks, couple of steals. Like that drive and that, I don't know what the weird looking reverse layup was though, but it was great. It was a great play and it went in. I think at the beginning of the third quarter, I was like, okay, Jaren's coming out different in the second half. It was around the 10-20 mark. He had the pass out of the double team, like the corner, it was near the Nuggets bench, pass out of the double to Jock underneath the basket, scored. Then we saw on that Jock highlight, he dumped it off to him. Jaren was like at the free throw line, dumped it off to him. And then right after that, about a minute later, it was around 8:36, Jaren buried a 3. But that was kind of it.
Yeah, and then
it wasn't great after that.
Dude,
fans are they're ups.
Well, he's doing frustrating things. I mean, there was the silly foul at the end of the third quarter, where he fouls Jokic in the backcourt, and then Jokic hits the half court shot at the buzzer. It was just, dude, it's flipped everything.
It did because you were looking at
that little.
It was a 5-point game. Could have been a 3-point game, and instead it's an 8-point game going to the fourth.
What killed them, I think, more than anything tonight, is the non-Jokic minutes. They actually played well in the Jokic minutes.
Yes.
They did. Jokic, because this is how it's easy to tell because Jokic and Valanciunas don't play together. So you just look at Valanciunas' plus minuses, and that's what they did without Jokic on the floor, and they were +9. The Nuggets were +9 with Jokic off the floor, and that can't be if you're going to beat them. You need to beat them in the non-Jokic minutes. They actually did really well in the Jokic minutes, but the non-Jokic minutes were just, too much. Jalen Wells played great. Jalen Wells was playing well.
Best shooting game of the season.
It was.
22 points.
8
of 13.
He hit a couple. I was like, oh.
He hit those first 2.
He hit some in the second half. What did he hit that like? He hit that behind the back step back.
Yeah, that was
He
nice.
hit like a fadeaway with, I think, Peyton. This one here.
Right there, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Jalen gave him good minutes. 901-445-0929. 901-445-0929. If anybody wants to call in. We're going to take a break. When we get back, we'll talk more about this game. Take a look at what's ahead as we head to the Thanksgiving break. Double Post, John Roser, Jessica Benson, Bennett Doyle, 901-445-0929. Grind City Media on YouTube. We're also live, Grind City Media on X. We're live on your radio, 92.9 FM ESPN. We'll be back after this.
This is WMFS FM and HD1 Bar. WMFS, Memphis' sports station.
Number 1 in the 901.
92.9 FM ESPN, an Odyssey sports station.
Hey Grizz fans, get up and get out with Grivet Outdoors, your Memphis outdoor and run specialty shop. From Viore and Patagonia to On, Hoka, New Balance, and Brooks, we've got the gear to keep you moving on and off the court.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
It's hard to make a basket without an assist, which is why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee can help guide you toward better health. For 80 years, they've been here in your home state, working to make your health a top priority, which means they offer important health insurance benefits at every stage of your life. Having local support really means a lot. Just ask the Grizzlies. Learn more at bcbst.com.
Do you have an EMT, advanced EMT, or paramedic license? The Memphis Fire Department wants you. Visit joinmemphisfire.com to apply or to speak to a recruiter today. We'll give you all the details on exciting career options with the Memphis Fire Department. Benefits include up to 8 weeks of vacation and only 10 weeks of Fire Academy training with current EMT or paramedic license. Apply today at joinmemphisfire.com.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cook's Pest Control.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Hit the road in your new ride from Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike and check out our new location at 1956 Covington Pike. 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. Standard third row, better warranty, and 0% for 60 months available versus 4.99 for 60 months on RAV4 PHEV. That's 2025 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross or Outlander PHEV. Your choice now $399 a month. Plus 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander. 7-seat capacity, more head and leg room, and longer warranty than Toyota RAV4. Get yours for $449 a month or buy it for $29,715. And always find peace of mind with our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1956 Covington Pike and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Outlander SEO 14178, MSRP 32715. Eclipse SEO 39973, MSRP 317. PHEV SC 00816, MSRP 42615. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 895, 595 acquisition fee. Excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Has your hat been working overtime? Hair regrowth treatments through Hims can help. With doctor-trusted prescription ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil, you can see thicker hair in just 3 to 6 months, starting at $26 a month. Get started today at hims.com. Double post, Grind City Media on YouTube, Grind City Media on X, 92.9 FM ESPN on your radio dial, 901-445-0929 if anybody wants to call in and talk. The Grizzlies, we're talking about the Grizzlies, 125-115 loss to the Denver Nuggets. John Roser, Jessica Benson, and Bennett Doyle. The Zach Edey thing was
deflating.
That's perfect word for it.
Okay,
now, so Bennett. We obviously, as media, we got word before other people in the building did. Like, I heard it. I think it started trickling down our radio. It was like, head. What happened? Head? What do you mean? What do you mean head? What do you got hit in the head? Like what? Because I started then getting texts from people, some people in the crowd, people watching on, and they're like, where is Zach Edey? Why is he not back in the game? And I said he's doubtful to return with a head injury. And then shortly thereafter, Grizzlies PR, Undertaker bell rings. They hit you with Zach Edey will not return with a head injury. It was so weird. It happened. Is this where it happened?
It's the only play where you can see him get any contact in the head. And I mean, it looks pretty innocuous, but I think he continued playing after that play.
Yeah.
But then once he left, he went to the locker room, and he never came back out to the bench. Because for a while, when I was trying to find a clip of it, I was like, does he have a migraine? You know, just random things that can pop up. But anyway, they didn't clarify any further in the postgame remarks.
Has he ever had migraines?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I know some people have. I know there are some players that have.
Yeah.
I remember one of our old Tony Roten. You remember him, Bennett? Remember T.
Of course, I remember.
Yeah, Tony Roten had migraines too. Well, let's hope he's all right.
Jokic is a strong dude. Like, watching some guys out there on Jokic screens tonight, like, Jalen took one screen, and I said, death by Jokic screen does not seem like an enjoyable experience.
And that dude gets away with some moving screens.
Eric even said it on the broadcast.
He pokes his ass out there at the very end when you come around, and he pops you, and he never gets called.
Yeah, Eric said something along the lines of, like, yeah, it looks rough when it happens, but they're not going to call that on him.
No, they're not calling that on him. The greats don't get called for it. Like, when you're one of the great, like, Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan set moving screens left and right, like all the time, and they didn't get called for it. Like the greats aren't going to get called for it, and Jokic is one of the greats. And look, I think one of the things with their start of their season, Jessica, you mentioned that Jokic called them out after the Russell Westbrook revenge game the other night. I do think one of their bright spots has been early this season, and they're dealing with the injuries too, with Aaron Gordon and the hamstring. He's another player with a soft tissue injury. With Christian Brown, Julian Strawther, those are 2 starters and then 3 rotation players when you count Strawther that are out for them. Jamal Murray is, if he keeps this up and doesn't have an injury, he's going to make his first All-Star team.
Yes.
Murray should make. However,
that
they
is
do.
insane.
I know.
Hear.
However, they do the All-Star teams this year. I don't even remember how they do it.
He'll have to be one of the international players.
He'll have to be one of the because he's but he could very well do do Like
it's 8, I believe.
Yeah, he's averaging. It's 8 international players. He's averaging, going into tonight, he's averaging 23, 5 rebounds, 7 assists per game, on 47 from the field, 36 from 3, 90 at the free throw line.
I can't believe he's never been an All-Star. I mean, that literally, that makes him probably the most underrated player in the NBA.
I mean, look at some of these. Was that one of the ones late? Was that one of the ones late he hit? I don't remember. I feel like that 3 he hits all the time. And I was watching their Friday night game against the Rockets when Friday night when I got home from the Hustle game, and he was. I mean, it's the exact same stuff. You see him and Jokic run the exact same thing, and they all get the same shots, and you're like, they have been doing this for so long. How does nobody stop it? And it's like, well, they're just better at doing it than you are stopping it. Look at some of this.
Over and over.
And over and over, and they just run it over and over. And when you do have it stopped, they're like, okay, well, we're just going to run it back the other direction. No, Murray.
The All-Star game is positionless. So you have to think, like 8 international players. Jokic, Giannis, Shea, and Luka, and Wemby are a lot.
Jokic, Giannis, Shea, Luka, Wemby. That's 5.
Markkanen's been playing
very,
very well. You know who's been playing awesome is Moussa Diabate.
Moussa Diabate?
Porzingis, Embiid. I would put Jamal Murray in.
Yeah, I think Murray.
I think he can find a spot.
I think Murray's got to be in there.
He can find a spot.
Well, let me throw one at you. Dylan Brooks.
Oh, yeah?
Dylan's playing well, too, for Phoenix.
He's playing great.
He is. All right, our next game is against the New Orleans Pelicans. It starts a road trip. The Pelicans, speaking of soft tissue injuries, Herb Jones has like a mild calf or hamstring thing. He's going to be out for a week. But the Grizzlies start a 4-game road trip. They're at New Orleans, at the Clippers, at the Kings, and then at the where the Harrison Barnes game happened. Or the final 2 minutes of Harrison Barnes at San Antonio.
The next 2 are both Cup games, correct? The at Pelicans, at Clippers.
Yes.
For the Cup.
Both Cup games.
The Pelicans got a rare win tonight.
Who'd the Pelicans beat tonight?
They beat the Bulls.
They beat the
Bulls.
Bulls.
Scored 143 points.
I guess Vucci Mane telling his team that he didn't like how they played in his post-game interview the other night, the walk-off interview, it did not resonate with his teammates as they come out and lose to the Pelicans. Okay, so the Grizzlies got the Pelicans, the Clippers, and Cup games. Look, Kawhi Leonard's back. We have no idea if he's going to be available now. We don't know when he's going to play, when he's not going to play, but he's been back now.
Rinse, repeat, yep.
Yeah, for the Pelicans. Look, you can win this game, but it's also when you're in the state you're in, you can lose the game. So it's a road game. Let's hope Zach Edey plays.
Yeah, I mean, especially with that Zion matchup. Although Jaren's done good against Zion at times.
And Quinn's been playing really well.
Yeah.
Rookie.
They're going to need Edey's size, though. Hopefully he'll be available.
They're going to need Edey's size, and if Edey can't go, the truth is they got to get more out of Jaren, like they do. They've got to get more out of him, because here's one of the things you look at tonight. If you would have told me coming in, hey, you're getting 26 from Landell, 18 from Cam, 12 from, you're going to get the bench points. At 20, what's that, 46, 56, 66, 64. If you're getting 64 points from your bench, I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. Your bench outscored your starters.
Yeah.
That can't be.
Part of that is because Zach Edey played 6 minutes and scored 2 points.
Yes, part of that is that.
And part of that is Cedric only took 6 shots, which I would love to never have a game where he only takes 6 shots.
That's another thing, too, is you've got to find a way to get Cedric Coward 6 shots. Or you got to find a way to get him more than 6 shots. 26 points, 10 of 18 from the field. Jock Landell, 10 rebounds, also a double-double for Landell. Landell, we have locker room audio from him, Bennett?
We do.
We do? All right, let's take a listen to Jock Landell.
Yeah, I mean, it's just always a next man up mentality, and I mean, we're pretty accustomed to that at this point of the season with the injuries and stuff we've got, and obviously Zach's an unlucky blow because we were really starting to get going with him out there, and it was a lot of fun kind of seeing the team operate with him out there as well. So I think we all felt really good with that addition, especially him. So having that happen, it's I was just talking about it with somebody in the weight room. It's kind of like the ability to just keep your mind in your role, but understanding that there's always potential for that next man up mentality, and just keep your head down. And I think that we all have done a really good job of that at this point of the year.
You showed the professionalism to be ready when they needed you and to play the game that you played today. What did you find? What was working for you offensively?
I think that we just had a really good game plan coming in as far as what was going to work for us. When we see that zone, there's a lot of holes in that kind of zoning up and teams playing in areas of the court. So being able to exploit that is an easy thing, but it also requires intelligence, which we had out there. And I felt like we were getting the shots we wanted against that. And then knowing the coverage that they're in, the pick and pop kind of works really well. And then obviously when you're able to hit that a few times and get them to start switching it exploits those mismatches. So it was just like a process of throughout the game, kind of one step to the other, and I think, like, going back to what you said about staying ready, like, I've been in situations where I'm not playing at all and have to step into roles. So having this season kind of feel like I'm a lot more involved in the team aspect of this game, and being able to get out there every single night at this point, which is probably the first time in my career I've played all of the first 18 games, it kind of feels easy. So I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, I love the next man up mentality, but at some point you hope it doesn't come to where they get frustrated with it, where it's like you want to get some guys back. Like that you just said, it was deflating to lose Edey in the first couple minutes. Now, hopefully it's nothing serious and you got him back Wednesday, and if you don't have him Wednesday, maybe you get him Friday.
And you did get Jaren back.
So
again, we're in another case of giveth, taketh.
Yeah.
And that does feel, deflating is a great word, demoralizing. Go with the dem words. But it's hard.
It is.
You finally think you're one step closer, and then you take a step back on the health side of things. But I really appreciated David Adelman's comments before the game, because he was asked about the team having to adjust without Aaron Gordon and without Christian Brown, and just the notion of an NBA season representing so many different times you have to reinvent yourself as a team because you're dealing with injuries. And so the Grizzlies have had to reinvent themselves a fair amount of times early in the season. You have to think that eventually, knock on wood, that they will settle into what this is supposed to
You'll have it all together, and you'll actually get to see what it all looks like. Then they'll be out there for a long period of time without getting injured, so you really will get to see it develop together and really see what the painting is supposed to look like.
Until then, it's really hard to make definitive.
Because we all got so excited when we saw Edey come back. Because the record, I mean, the 4 games that Edey has like fully played and finished, they're 2-2 in those 4 games. And even the 2 games they lost, you see the difference. They were leading through 3 quarters. They're leading through 3 quarters at Cleveland, and then it fell apart. In the San Antonio game, it's neck and neck there, and the Spurs made the plays in the final couple of minutes. And then you beat the Kings and you beat the Mavericks. And you were in it tonight, and you're in the game tonight. And they just, Jokic and Murray do what they do down the stretch. All right, Jessica, we're going to let you get out of here. When we come back, Bennett and I will go through the NBA and get you set for our next broadcast. A double post, John Roser, Bennett Doyle, Jessica Benson, Grind City Media on YouTube, Grind City Media on X, 92.9 FM ESPN on your radio. We'll be back after this.
Grizz Nation, if you want that all-star look, there's only one place to go, Barron's Barbershop. With over a decade of experience, Barron's has built a reputation for sharp fades, classic cuts, and world-class service. Now with 2 locations, Germantown and their brand new East Memphis shop, Barron's is trusted by Memphis professionals, athletes, and trendsetters alike. And here's the kicker, at Barron's, it's more than just a haircut. From the atmosphere to the extras, you can even grab a cold beer while you're in the chair. Barron's is where style begins. Book your cut today at barronsmemphis.com.
Free iconic
iconic forces. One unforgettable experience. New edition. Boys to Men and Tony Braxton. The Black Promoters Collective presents New Edition Way Tour. Starring New Edition. Boys to Men. And Tony Braxton. The New Edition Way Tour, March 19th at FedEx Forum. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective.
It's flu and COVID season. Boost your immune system at the Shot Nurse with the Tri-Immune Booster, packed with vitamin C and zinc. Give your body a head start at fighting off illness. Protect yourself and loved ones. With 2 locations to serve you, it's fast, convenient, and the flu shot is free with most insurances. I get my vaccines from the Shot Nurse.
Solutions you need with the personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
When it's time to make a stand, you need the strength to hold your ground and a bond that says, I got your back. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies checking from Pinnacle with robust fraud protection. Play hard, bank easy. Celebrate 25 years with Pinnacle and the Grizzlies. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit of at least $300 by November 30th. And you could get a Grizzlies jersey. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Keep your home comfy year-round with Landmark Heating and Air's membership program. For one low price, you get 2 annual tune-ups to keep your system running smoothly, priority service when you need it most, and exclusive discounts on repairs and more. Say goodbye to unexpected breakdowns and hello to peace of mind. Call Landmark Heating and Air today at 365-4260 or visit landmarkheatingandair.com to join. Your comfort's our priority. Landmark Heating and Air, the comfort company you've trusted for 55 years.
Your internet shouldn't drop out during the game or buffer during replays. That's why Ting Fiber Internet is here in Memphis. Fast breaks need internet that's 2 gig fast. No contracts, no hidden fees. Ting is internet without a fourth quarter heartbreak. So if you do yell at the TV, it won't be your internet's fault. Get started at ting.com/Memphis. That's ting.com/Memphis.
Looking for a place to get hyped before the game? Courtside Grill at the Westin Memphis Beale Street is the place. Try our specialty appetizers like alley-oop nachos layered with cheese, tomatoes, and jalapenos. The technical foul appetizer will mean you are in big trouble as you savor 6 big bites of wings. Fallon out tenders dipped in buttermilk served with fries will be worth it. And try our unlimited soup and salad for just $15. Snack on some chips and queso while you're waiting for that courtside burger. It's 7 ounces cooked to order served with fries. Dribble into flavor with our full court press cocktails, the ultimate shot for your taste buds. The fan favorite is the Slam Dunk drink, which will really get you hyped up. If you're hanging with your friends, a bucket of beer will do the trick, and a must try is that courtside lemonade that is a divine cocktail for the ladies. After all the fun at courtside, jump into our heavenly bed for a restful night. Courtside Grill just across the street from the FedEx Forum. See it, the only destination before and after the game. It's all fun at Courtside Grill.
All right, welcome back to the Double Post here. Grind City Media on YouTube, Grind City Media on X, 92.9 FM ESPN on your radio dial. John Roser and now Bennett Doyle. We let Jessica Benson go home for the evening. She has the Jessica Benson Show tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. here on Grind City Media with CJ Hurt. Grizzlies fall tonight, 125-115. Snaps the Grizzlies' 2-game winning streak. The Denver Nuggets, they get a win after losing Saturday night to the Sacramento Kings. So the Grizzlies, Bennett, we mentioned it briefly, head out on a 4-game road trip. Look, you would love to get 2-2 out of this.
Yeah.
And it's possible. It is possible.
Yeah, and we'll see the status of Zach Edey.
And if he's able to go, that's going to make it way easier.
Yeah, these next 2 games are both Cup games. You're in the mix for being able to go to Las Vegas and compete for this thing. So they're clearly bigger games than just any regular season game.
I care about the cup. I'm excited about the cup.
You care about the cup. I do not.
This is your 3 of the cup, correct?
Who cares?
Yeah, no, this is your but here's the thing.
It is year 3. The Lakers won it the first year. The Bucks won it the second year. They both lost in the first round of the playoffs.
When they started this thing, I told GP, I said, year 1, I don't think people will really care or get behind it all that much. It'll just be, what is this? This is interesting. I said, year 2, I think you'll get a little more interest. People start to care about it a little bit more. And I said, by year 3, I think that's when people are really going to start getting invested in the thing. And I think you're starting to see that a little bit. Like, maybe not
I don't see anybody invested in it.
You don't think people get a little bit more excited about these cup games?
No.
I do. I cherish the cup, okay?
You cherish the cup?
I want the cup.
Why do you want the cup so bad? All it means is you lose in the first round of the playoffs.
No, because
the Lakers and the Bucks, and they lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Because Bucks were last year, right?
Yeah, and the Lakers were the year before that. Guess who the Lakers beat? The Pacers.
Okay.
Guess who the Bucks beat? The Thunder. I'd rather be both of those teams. I'd rather lose the cup.
But if you remember the year that the Pacers got there, they weren't very good to start that season, and then they took off after the cup. I know they didn't win the cup, but they took off, and then,
they had a good playoff run. They had a really good playoff run that year. Then they had a better playoff run last year when they didn't win the cup.
It's a launching pad. It's a launching pad.
Yeah. A launching pad to what?
To greatness.
Keep talking. Go ahead. I'm just letting you go here.
Mark my words. If the Grizzlies go to Vegas and compete for a cup, it's going to mean good things for the rest of the season.
You know what? If the Grizzlies go to Vegas for the cup, I hope you get to go.
That would be fun.
I think you.
I've been touting the cup. I've been touting the cup all season.
Go more than anybody else at Grind City Media.
I think the cup means something. I do.
Yeah.
That nobody
loves the NBA Cup like you. Nobody
I think you're wrong. I don't think you're giving it enough credit.
No. I'm saying here, you are by far the biggest cheerleader of the cup.
Yes. I want that trophy. I want it in this building.
You want the cup trophy. You want the banner.
Yes.
Emirates NBA Cup.
Trophies are fun.
Trophies are fun. What if, it's not cool if everybody gets one, though.
No. Now, I think that we would probably have to get in as a wild card because I believe, I think Dallas might be. No, we got Dallas in one of them. Who did we get? We're 1-1.
We're 1-1 in the cup.
We're 1-1 in the cup.
Yeah, we got Dallas.
Yeah. Who else is in our group?
We only have 5 wins.
It's us, Dallas, Pelicans, Clippers,
Lakers.
They're
we lost to the Lakers.
That's it.
Yeah,
they're in first.
And because our point differential is 0, or no, it's not. It should be plus. Yeah, because we lost to the Lakers by 5, and we beat the Mavericks by 14, so we should be +9 in the cup standings. Who gives a crap? They don't even offer that. You don't even get to see. Do we have cup standings on the NBA standings? They don't even have cup. Oh no, here it is. They do have cup standings. I'm sorry. Let's take a look.
Clippers.
Here we go. Here are cup standings. Let me look at. Here's your NBA cup standings. Mm-hmm. The Lakers and Clippers are both 2-0.
Okay.
The Lakers have a point differential of +19. The Clippers have a point differential of +2. We are in third place, 1-1, but a point differential of +9.
Get to play the Clippers this weekend.
The Mavericks are 1-2. They're -11. And the Pelicans are 0-3 with a point differential of -19. So, can't let the Pelicans get a cup win.
You cannot. No, you got to get that one.
No, they don't have Herb Jones. They don't have Herb Jones. It's a big game coming up.
That's a huge loss for them, too.
It absolutely is a huge loss for them. And the only time we saw them was opening night, and they were actually up on us early. They jumped out to like a 15-point lead against us before we came back in the second half. Any final words, final thoughts, anything you want to say about this game?
Man, I just think that, like we said, losing Edey early really kind of took the air out of it. I thought that they were going to really have a chance to be competitive down the stretch if he was going to be available. They were. And then, like we talked about, the Nuggets' 2 stars just really took over down the stretch of that fourth quarter. I thought it was a rough end to the third quarter with the Jaren foul on Jokic, and then Jokic hits the half-court shot to make it 93-85, and you're just kind of trying to climb back from then on out. So
It's a tough loss against a really good team, but you've got winnable games coming up this week, like we just talked about, and hopefully you get good news on Edey.
Yeah, in the games tonight, Jessica mentioned the Pelicans. They beat the Bulls 143-130. Pelicans got their third win of the year, their second home win of the year. The Bucks continue to. It's not good without Giannis. Life is not good without Giannis. The Bucks have lost. How many have they lost in a row? 3 or 4? Oh, no. They've lost 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They lost They had Giannis in the Lakers game, but they have played 4 games in a row without Giannis, and they are 0-4 in those. They lose tonight to Portland at home in Milwaukee. 115. Was it 115-103? The Heat beat the Mavericks 106-102. Tyler Hero is back. Tyler Hero scored 24 points in 29 minutes. That's going to be interesting to watch with Miami, because Miami has actually been. I think they've been a lot better than people thought they were going to be. They're 12-6 now, and so they got one of their better players back. The Knicks beat the Nets 113-100. The Knicks are 10-6, and I feel like have not been impressive at all.
I completely agree.
Everybody's they're 10-6 because they just got freaking talent, but it does not look right. It does not look right. The Raptors beat the Cavs 110-99.
They're the surprise of the season.
The notorious BI3, Brandon Ingram, 37 points, 7 rebounds, 110-99. The Raptors are now 13-5. The Pistons, 15-2, best in the East, 122-117. They beat the Pacers. Cade Cunningham, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. He's for sure is going to be an all-star. Jaden Ivey played 12 minutes tonight as they ease him back in. Look, Ivey came back. Ivey has played, I believe, 2 games back from his injury. Played 15 minutes on Saturday at Milwaukee. He was 4-6 from the field, 10 points. Played 12 minutes tonight. He was 5-10 from the field, 12 points. He is also 3-for-6 on the season from 3. So he's playing limited minutes as they ease him back in from the injury, but he's been really good. And he makes them better, because I do think they're going to need a secondary ball handler, scorer, playmaker come playoff time.
Yeah.
And dude, Ivey's been awesome.
Yeah,
Ivey's been really good so far since he came back.
They're the real deal, and I just the way they play, it translates to playoff basketball. I think they're going to be fun in the Eastern Conference playoffs this year.
Yeah, no. The Pistons should be really good. What did he do tonight? Let's see. There's a wow play from him.
Who, from Ivey?
Oh, yeah. He made a really nice layup. He had a really nice layup tonight. There's another score. I think the Warriors are playing right now, too. Yeah, there's a couple other games going on. The Timberwolves are beating the Kings 64-58. So it appears that the Kings, after that game against us, they beat the Nuggets, and they're playing at least a competitive game against the Timberwolves midway through the third quarter right now. So that's one on the upcoming road trip that the Kings they're not going to play like that against us.
No.
They're not going to play like that against us.
And it's always been hard for us there.
That arena's tough.
Always been rough for us.
Yeah.
That's always been a tough spot. There's been so many weird games between the Grizzlies and Kings in that building over the years. That's always a weird one.
Always a weird one. The Warriors are beating the Jazz 86-72 right now. They're also midway through the third quarter. And then early in the fourth quarter in Phoenix, the Rockets are up 84-78 on the Suns. The Suns, who are 11-6, 8-2 at home. The Rockets are 10-4. Dylan Brooks, our old friend, has 22 points. Amin Thompson, 17.6 boards and 7 assists. All right. As you said, let's hope we get good news on Zach Edey and everything's good there, and we'll get him back Wednesday night. If not, hopefully we get him back Friday. But Emirates NBA Cup games coming up. You got a chance to make a move in the Cup, especially if you're able to win these two, because one of them is against the Clippers, who's ahead of you in the Cup standings. So if the Grizz can win both of those, they can go to 3-1 in the Cup standings, and that would put them just in second place behind the Lakers, unless the Lakers take a loss. All right. We good? We're going to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. All right, that'll do it for us. Eric Hasseltine, Elliot Perry on the call with Eric tonight, correct?
Yes.
All right, our studio engineer was Wes Warwick. Grizzlies Vice President of Broadcast and Production, John Pugliese. Director of Broadcasting is Scott Zachary. Brad Carson is the general manager, or he is the brand manager of 92.9 FM ESPN. The general manager of 92.9 FM ESPN is Nicole Hartman. Their parent company is Odyssey. That's the flagship home of the Memphis Grizzlies. Our technical director is Kyra Black. Shout out Kyra. Our next broadcast on the radio is going to be Wednesday night. The Grizzlies visit the Pelicans. Tip-off scheduled for 7 p.m. I will be on the air doing pre-half and post at 6:30. The next double post will be December 5th when the Grizzlies host the Los Angeles Clippers. That'll be a 1-9-1 collab game with Good Hippie in his fourth quarter line. For Jessica Benson, for Bennett Doyle, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, everybody. Peace.